chat. Pop out its chat. I gotta mute its side of the stream. And then this is where things get dicey, because I've got to be able to have both windows appear. Hey Aldo, how's it going? That's a fun emote. I like that. The laser fingers. Let's update TikTok. Yeah, it's very pew pew. This is the most pew pew of Path of Exile builds. He's very, very pew. Lightning shotgun. It's very much like Doom. I've got WASD controls. I've got a shotgun. I've got a pulse rifle. It feels more like Quake 2, to be honest, because I've got my super shotgun, I've got my hyper blaster, and I've got my railgun, which is awesome. and grenades. I got a grenade launcher. Even poison grenades. And I guess this isn't really in Quake 2, but, you know, hey, whatever. I need to set a couple things here. I need to, so that I can do this proper. Set that to 160p. Set this over here. I've got to set the, did TikTok ever finish its thing? Yeah, open TikTok. I know. God, I don't care about TikTok right now. We'll do that some other day. I'm not going to bother setting it up. No, I'm going to get TikTok on. I always forget about it. It's going to get banned soon anyway. We'll get the YouTube chat going so I can still see it. I don't know where I'm going to put it. Here, I guess? And then TikTok Studio. Fuck, I don't even know where else is going to go. Okay, so this has to be... Oh, right. I remember how I do this now. I do a large windowed projector preview. Oh, fuck, this is going to get weird. I don't want to set up TikTok right now. We're gonna not worry about TikTok today. We'll just do YouTube and Twitch. These full screen games I haven't set up for anything. Let's get a map going. The new mapping in Path of Exile 2, I haven't quite understood. I know I have these stones. And I pop them in. So that's how I increase tiers. And then if there's icons above them, they add bonuses, so I get more drops. And so I should save those for higher tier maps. But I'm not getting any map, like, I have only got one tier 2 map left. I guess I could buy them? I'm getting a lot of currency. I've got a lot of gems. But I don't know what to do with all my stuff yet. Let's magic this. This is a helmet. I'm armor and invasion, so let's see if we can get some more resistances on this and if it's worth crafting higher. Nope. I don't need the mana. Do not need mana. It's not something I'm going to use. So this will get trashed over to Ketsuli. They have the currency exchange in the game now, so I can actually trade these out for exalts and then trade for better stuff now. I can add a support gem with 3 sockets now. I got a greater jeweler's orb. So I can get a 4th on something. What do I got 4 on? None of my main stuff. What did I put the 4th on? I thought I had a 4th somewhere. How much does that sell for? Where are you, Alva? Currency exchange.
Hello there.
I have a greater jeweler's orb, and I want exalts. Shit, 29. Maybe I should just trade for that. That I could go buy a full set of gear with 29 exalt. Well, I mean, I don't know what I'm buying yet, so maybe I should just hold on to that. That's kind of crazy to think. Anyway, let's pop in this map and see what we're doing with it. It's got more magic monsters, more movement speed on the monsters, monster attack speed. This is gonna suck. Yeah, so let's do it on something that's not particularly hard. Oh, I do want to change my cosmetics. You can set the portals to be random. And I want random portals. That way I see more variety. I've only got 2, the default. Oh, and I'm not sure if I turned it on. Yeah, I did. Okay. But I've got the default and then that new one from the Twitch drop. Alright, so this is Path of Exile 2. Shoot-em-a-jigs. Oh shit, I'm still on my, there we go, shotgun. The general idea for my build is I use the shotgun blast for map clear. And rare mobs, I generally want to be shocked, and then I use my hyper blaster. And if they're not getting shocked, or they're really strong, I use my railgun. Bosses, I use the railgun.
One down.
You are not getting shocked. Vol Orb, I will take. Waystone, tier 1, which is, I want tier 2s. Tier 2, Waystones are the maps in this. Rares we take because they turn into currency effectively. I've been taking the runes for crafting. We have to reload our weapons. Ooh! And I just exploded. Just exploded there. That is Path of Exile 2, everybody. That's my hardcore character. They're dead. No, that's not true. It's not hardcore. But that's what Path of Exile 2 is like sometimes. I've just gotten to maps, so I'm still unfamiliar with it entirely. And you lose the map entirely when that happens now. I do not like that, and I don't know of anybody that does. So I cannot do that map again until I have... Well, I guess I have a tier 1 Waystone, and you keep the gear, of course, but...
Speak.
It's kind of frustrating.
Yes.
Like, you still get the 8 portals, but that's for you to return to town. Like, nobody's doing that. If you return to town during a map, that's just tedious. Just do another map. I'm selling this, probably. I don't know, lightning resist on it. Everything else on it sucks, though, so... Oh, we're disenchanting. I want to disenchant. Katsuli. Disenchants turns it into regal shards, a whole... Regal shards, 10 of them become a regal orb, which allows me to make rare, so it's a currency item, and I can sell it for exalts and get better gear. Is that any good? Armored energy shield? No. So. And then the ring. Well, we can make it a ring. Let's see what we get with it. I don't know. I'm level 66 ring. I might just be able to trade for other people who are crafting. That is a crap ring.
Yes.
I guess I can disenchant it.
Hello.
We did get some currency from that, actually. The Chaos Orb, the Val Orbs sell for a lot. Or did. It's been nearly 2 weeks since I played. Increased number of rare monsters, shocked ground, electricity. Well, we're doing that map, I guess. So let's see what we get. Back here, I gotta stop doing this. I can't see my chats. There we go. Hidden Grotto. Traverse. Got the same portal for everything. Probably because I only have 1 microtransaction. I'm not following a build guide. I just kind of looked at the passive tree and thought, that looks good.
Killing time.
Which I'll show the passive tree here in a bit. I'm gonna have to look at it eventually. It's a fairly quiet game for the most part until the just like Path of Exile 1, the audio is mixed really weird. So I played with it a bunch, before stream so that everybody can hear a little bit of the music, a little bit of the sound effects, and nothing's too overpowering. But if everything's too entirely quiet, I'll try again cranking it up. Or if people want to hear the music more, or vice versa, or the sound effects are too loud, that's usually what it is in this game. The sound effects are just blazingly loud and drown out everything else. Luckily, I had the VU meter to go by, so that helps. My ballista I'm throwing out there can slow and blind enemies, and it kind of distracts them too, so that's... Maybe I will get the passive to increase swap speed. Because my entire build does swap weapons a lot. Yeah, that might be a thing to do. Anyway, so it pauses the game when you're in this. This is my build tree right now. First thing I did, I became a WitchHunter eventually, but the first thing I did was come out here to increase projectile damage instead of armor evasion. And so we did projectile damage, and I came all the way out here. First thing I was gunning for, I looked at the whole tree closest to the WitchHunter path, and I knew there was a crossbow segment down here. So I knew eventually I would come down to that, so I have to start heading down the right direction. And so I looked, is there anything along this route that would help me kill things gooder? It is Soraya. Like, oh, holy crap. Have you seen the Path? Have you played Path of Exile 1? Path of Exile 1 is also a sphere grid. This one's even bigger, I think. But yeah, it's a classless system. It just depends. It just tells you which side of the circle you start on. So Mercenary starts down here. I believe this is Ranger over here, the pure dex. I'm essentially the dex strength build. Monk is somewhere around here too. Maybe Monk's over here as well. But yeah, you start somewhere here, and then this skill, the sphere grid here, is your passive bonuses, like increased projectile damage or more armor kind of thing. It's not the actual skills you use. Those come from your skill gems, kind of like how you socket things in Diablo. Your skills come from the gems. And your gems can be... Here, let me go back to town. I'll show. Anybody can use any gem. You just have to meet the stat requirements for it. Now, Path of Exile 1 is completely free, so you can jump on that and try it if you want. Path of Exile 2 is going to be free, but right now it's in its early access unreleased beta, probably for the next 6 months or so. And so you can pay $30 to get into that access, which also gives you $30 of their in-game credit for you to buy things like stash tabs, which I recommend. As you can see, I have bought every stash tab after this 5th one I have bought. Especially the currency tab. That's probably the most important tab somebody can buy. A currency tab and a trade tab. Those are really the only two I would recommend everyone buy. The rest are just convenience. So yeah, gems. Let's get to that. So here's all the skills in the game. You can see they have room to add more soon, but all the skills in the game, you just use a blank gem and then you can turn it into whatever gem you want if you meet the stats. So for example, the ones, they're separated by weapon type, but up at the top, let me find a weird one. Okay, here we go. Here's a good example of a skill. Can you just stay on screen? Okay, so you get a skill, it's an attack, as opposed to a spell. And it's gonna have a bunch of tags on it: AoE, ammunition, projectile, lightning, duration. And that means any of those passive skills that affect those tags will affect this skill. Yeah, there's some microtransactions in it. The game does not require you to buy any of them. It's completely supported by people buying very expensive cosmetics. Let's see. Let's go to the store. I'll show you. Very, very expensive cosmetics. And they look sweet, to be fair. Look at this. You can look fucking cool as shit for $54. But none of these are required. They're just purely cosmetic. You can change how your portal looks, you know? But like, you can get pets. A pet rock that literally costs $16. It exists for whales, yeah. But not in like the... In fact, I think Path of Exile has one of the most okay microtransaction systems I have ever seen in a game. Their seasons, like the season pass and stuff like that, free. You just unlock stuff as you do it. They have another paid kind of season pass they started doing, but it's not particularly popular and the things in it aren't great. But you can get a lot of... Here's... Actually, this shows something funny. Account features, extra character slot. I've never needed that. You can have so many characters, it's stupid. I've never had to buy this. Cursors. You could buy a cursor pack. So you can get more cursors. Wait, can I get these for free? Did I just hack the system? Hold up. That's funny. The cursor pack is $1. I don't think this is intentional. I think you're supposed to be able to... I think these are supposed to be individually priced. So if I buy all of them, it's $1. But if I select them individually, they're free. Ah, it does not exist. Oh, they got me. That's funny. Or is it $10? I think it's $10. I think $1 is 10. Yeah, because I had 300 from buying the early access pack. They run sales routinely too. So like right now the sale is something. Last weekend the looks like finisher effects. Now I should be working. I've probably been talking for an hour and a half. Completely muted. It happens. That's what I was talking about. When I had a, well, I say that's what I was talking about. None of you heard that. I had a power outage last night, and so my computer restarted. And I have so many weird audio devices and inputs that as things get connected, it'll swap my default inputs all the time and break everything. But things are working now. All right, so everything should be working. My audio, the game audio, OBS, my camera, should be good. My crazy amount of voice meter stuff, yeah, we're all good now. I don't know what does that too. Voice meters routinely will, I'm not sure if it's my mixer having the problem. Oh shit, nearly died. Or if it's the some other device disconnecting my mixer from the U meter. Carver Shaman. Anyway, so I had to open up Outlook and then make sure that I actually did the stuff I'm supposed to do today. There we go, advanced varnished crossbow. That's something I'm going to try and craft off of, so I will take that because I use crossbows. So yeah, we had a good holiday. I got to see family and friends. And well, the family was angering on the wife's side and very sad on my side. We made the trip entire. We weren't expecting to be able to travel for this holiday at all, but my mom got a very not good cancer diagnosis. It's the second time she's had to fight cancer, and it's really not good. I can't exaggerate that enough. It is very, very not good diagnosis. And so I got to see her and my dad, who has also been having what everybody thinks is some dementia or Alzheimer's related issues, but because he's still enough sound mind to turn down medical stuff, we don't know for sure, because he's that generation. Oh gosh, that's gonna hurt. So that was a depressing trip for me all over. It was fun, and I'm glad I did it, of course, but probably, in all likelihood, it may be the last time I got to see either of them, where my mom will be around and my dad will even recognize me. There were some interesting fun parts of that, though, because I didn't want to come out and ask him, like, how's your memory, how's this going? Because I know he gets depressed about his own health, and that generation doesn't like to appear weak. So I did some little tests. I showed him pictures of the park around my house, the new house, and I figured he'd like that, show him those things. And then after about an hour, I asked if he wanted to see the new pictures of the house. And he did. Because he hadn't seen them before. So that was a fun test to confirm, but also he did get excited to see my house every time I saw him. Showed him that. He's very proud of it. So I didn't mind getting to do that. Oh my god. But overall, it was a fun time. I did get to meet them. I love my family. I love getting to hang out with them and see them all. We're the type of family that will, you know, bend over backwards and help all of us. We'll help each other, that sort of thing. So it's good seeing everybody and seeing how they're all coming together to help out my parents. Because my parents kind of bent over backward to help all of them, so it worked out. Kind of pays off. Bloodstone amulet. Oh, it's a life amulet. Shoot you. Shoot you. Then my cousin, I call him a cousin, my nephew, he hit a fucking deer on the way out from Christmas. I joke that he tanked the deer for us because we were going to leave that night and decided to just leave very early in the morning on Christmas Day, and that was exhausting. But when he left Christmas Eve, evening, he hit a deer on the way out, so that would have been the same route we were heading. Oh, I'm getting a call. I have to take this. Muting myself.
Donate a peck.
Alright, I've got to keep an eye on this damn stuff now. There we go. I'm back. The interview went really well. I have to do some things to update my resume and send out a letter real quick, because apparently I got kind of suggested to apply for this. Strong suggestion that I would get more application, get more interview, and potentially get this job if I applied immediately for it. So I'm doing that. So I'm updating my resume to show my nonprofit experience. The phone thing went very well. It turned into an interview. Like, at first it was a touch base, and then it turned into an interview. I'm very good at interviews, everyone, just so you know that. I'm always real confident about them. I'm never nervous about them. I don't think anybody should be nervous about interviews. And if you're the type of person that is nervous about interviews, I recommend streaming. Because streaming is just an interview a day, every day, with everybody that comes into the channel. So I'm updating the resume now to show my nonprofit experience. For each business, there's bullet points saying like what I did at the business. That's typical for a resume. Don't just write what your job did or entailed there. What the psychology of it is, you want to write something you did at the job, like the tasks, like the actions you took towards it, and the results. You want to show the results. So don't just say you stocked shelves. You know, nobody cares. They just assume if you're a stocker at a store, you did that. So think of a specific thing, such as you noticed the method by which they're having you stock shelves each night required you to take 4 hours, and you found a way to do it in 3 hours. You know, saving the company, you know, this much payroll per year if they didn't pay you, or using that excess payroll to give you additional responsibilities, you know, that kind of thing. So one of the things for this nonprofit I worked with, I shifted the merchandising instead of, which is just selling t-shirts and such, and shot glasses for the nonprofit. I shifted the merchandising to self-hosted CRM storefront, WooCommerce, to allow online sales and in-person sales with that accepted credit and debit cards. This increased our merchandise revenues by 150%. Like, I know that for sure because I was in charge of doing that stuff. I don't have room on my resume right now to add a third bullet point, but I would mention that I convinced the speakers to sell books and their own merchandise as a way to convince them to speak more. How can I make more space on this resume? I can put these in the same line. United Healthcare, because it needs to be one page. Never give. There's very specific jobs that require more than one page of a resume, and that is teachers and doctors. Probably lawyers too, but lawyers don't often deal with resume issues. This, the place I'm applying for 100% knows that I have not done anything for this company, so. So let's update that to, say, January 2024. Will be supporting. Will research. So I have something on my resume that hasn't happened yet because the internship hasn't began, but I've been suggested to still list it on the resume to show that I have current IT role. Will assist. IT project seems to have to meet team deadlines, and it's very vague what I'm doing there. That is a real business. I need to add it to dictionary. WooCommerce is a thing. And in-person sales. Okay, this fits on one page now. Management, technical support. more brand movie theaters. Nonprofit marketing, hobbyist programming. Okay, so this is still good. So save this. Export this as a PDF. Call this Floyd Zamaripa resume nonprofit. See, this is what happens when it's me doing stuff while streaming, is I end up doxing myself all the time. Not that none of you knew my last name already, or didn't know my last name already, but that is so often. At least I didn't say my address this time. Wait, I probably did while I was on the phone. Fuck. That's funny. I'm gonna save this out so it doesn't say that. That's my own copy PDF. Oh, fucking export. I'm gonna remove 2024. We'll just call it 24. There we go. Publish. And then that's good. That's PDF'd. Oh, yeah, I muted for the phone stuff. It's one of those things I got to get out of the habit of, is saying details that I dox myself on. I'm pretty good. I've gotten better. I have streamed my license plate number before. So there's that. Okay, so attach file that. Hey, recent items. I like how some of the things with Microsoft interact with all their applications, and it bothers me when they don't interact. Oh, you know what? I can update my link on the LinkedIn there to my actual website now, because I threw up a website using my Capstone project. I'm going to do that. Remove this link. Remove attachment. Let's do this. Floatosaur.us is now a hosted site. Like I have put that back up. It is now professional looking and funny. It's not funny. But I was worried people would search that domain and get stuff that is not particularly professional, so I threw up the professional websites so that it would show up. Why is that tabbed the way it is? You should be a right tab. You're a center tab. I guess it still works. Looks good. Let's make that link a little better. Oh. There we go. That looks a little better. Let's save that. And export that as the PDF. Keep thinking that the frisbees in the back are patties. Oh, those aren't frisbees. I can show those off. They're pretty fun. Let me attach this real quick and I'll show it. I love these, so that's why I don't mind showing them off. This is a gift my wife made me for a Christmas ago, a birthday, I can't remember. Not desktop and cam only. Hey, there we go. Okay, so let me get some light on this too. Okay, so these are cross stitches on rings that my wife made. She is great at fiber arts, so cross stitch. She's been starting to crochet a lot lately, and she's really good at this stuff. She picks it up really well, and she just goes with it. So this is a cross stitch of Burning Tokyo. And you're like, Floyd, why do you hate Tokyo so much? You know, Webcam is still for son of a bitch. Oh, because it's, no, it's showing on OBS for me that it's working. Is it? Should work? Yeah, the Twitch is working, showing it for me. Oh, okay. Well, it's working now. Okay. So there we go. So that's Burning Tokyo, cross-stitched. So that's one. And it's a series of them she did. Mechagodzilla. You can get some detail in there. So you get the way you'd set them up. Oh, there we go. I'm so bad at angles. There we go. There we go. And then Godzilla, because I'm a huge Godzilla fan. Oh yeah, she's incredible at this stuff. Like, look at that. And if you don't, she's about to stunt on anyone that is looking at these and going, oh yeah, cross stitch, I could do that. You know, if they're familiar with cross stitch and they're like, oh, that is some good cross stitch, but they don't think it's necessarily too difficult or crazy. Check out the shit she does on the back of all of them to deal with her loose thread. She's nuts. She does some very, very complicated ones too. So it's not just these. These are very simple because she knows I like pixelated stuff. But yeah, those are pretty sweet. All right, let's write a cover letter. We'll keep the, I'm not going to stream the cover letter. We'll keep the cam up for a while I write that. So, pro tip for writing a cover letter via email. Do not put anyone in the to address of your email or business email before you have finished writing it and spell checked. Because if you accidentally hit send and there's a name there, it'll send it. But if you don't have their names in the email yet, it won't send it. And so you can make sure everything's right. Okay, so I have to get the cover letter open and retype that. And so I have a general format for cover letters. And it's always greeting. It's so I use howdy because I'm from the Midwest and it's folksy. The subject should always be regarding, you know, RE, and then the role name. And the role name for this is CSC. And so now I'm going to look through. I have 3 key paragraphs generally. One is how I found out about this job and that I think I'm a good candidate for it. The second paragraph, these are all short. The second paragraph is usually the longest one. And it's I've got experience doing these things that relate to the job. And this is the part where I will include things that couldn't be on the resume or aren't recent, but really apply to it. And then the third paragraph is essentially like what I've been up to in addition to that. And then you finish saying, you know, I'd like to set up time to discuss this further, give me a call, and then you sign it off. So, for example, we're applying for McDonald's fry cook. If you don't know the manager's name, you say, Hey, Aldo, welcome back. The phone interview went well. So now I've got to do some email. I got to do a cover letter essentially via email, and I already updated the resume. So we're gonna send the resume with it. I'm updating the cover letter now. So the example cover letter for fry cook at McDonald's. If you don't know the manager's name, you say "Dear hiring team" or "Howdy hiring team." I know the person I'm sending this to, so I put their name. Say, I'm excited to... You don't have to say excited. Some people think that's a little over the top because nobody's ever excited for a role, but I'm actually excited for this role, so I'm going to say it. I'm excited to apply for the fry cook role that you have available, period. And then this is where you say how you found out about it. I found this listing on Indeed, and I feel my experience in IT and cooking make me a great candidate. And so the second paragraph, you're gonna go into specifics, like, my IT experience is valuable for fry cookery because of this, you know, and I've also cooked a lot, kind of thing, in this, and this way. In fact, the first restaurant job I ever had, I've worked in a lot of restaurants. The first restaurant job I ever had, it wasn't an entry-level cook job. And I was worried because I had no experience that they would just throw my application away immediately. So in the kind of like cover letter spot where I emailed my application over, because it was an application at that time, it wasn't a resume, I told them, like, hey, you're gonna notice that I haven't worked at a restaurant before, but you know what I have done? I have cooked a lot of my family's meals every day, and I grew up in a large mixed family household of like 10 family members, and we did large meals all the time, so I know how to make use of all my ingredients. I know how to prevent wastage. A lot of my family members have worked in restaurants, so I've learned things like first in, first out processes. I'm a stickler for health code violations because I know that's a big deal and it costs a company a lot of money, and I don't want to get anyone sick. And so even though I didn't have that experience, mentioning what I did have that related to it helped. And then I told them, like, hey, this is what I'm doing in the process getting prepared for this role, even though I don't have it yet. It's like I'm practicing my knife skills because every job in a restaurant wants you to improve your knife skills. So anyway, let's do the actual cover letter. Howdy, I told you I was, I just got off the phone with you, talking about the career. Oop, can't say that out loud. Do not dox myself or the business I'm applying for. Position. Roll. That's available at Tech Foundry, and I hope my enthusiasm for it was showing. I feel my love of my what's a good word? Not love, not excitement. I feel my we can move enthusiasm. I feel my varied experience in tech, training, business management, and for my very varied experience, including business management and nonprofit work, make me an excellent candidate. Paragraph 1 done. And so now, your late trill for Merry Christmas. We are now in prime Hanukkah time period. Did everybody have a good Christmas? I hope everybody did. I went on before my interview and talking about how mine was not particularly the most happy of Christmas, but it was a necessary Christmas. And so I'm glad I got to have it. Got to see my family. And, you know, the future Christmases are going to be different. You got some cool presents? What'd you get? Anything handy? I have some money in Steam now, and I don't know what to purchase with it. especially since I've been playing a lot of Path of Exile 2. I don't have a game I want to jump over to, so I might just stay there until there's a sale or something new comes out. Yeah, the menorah. We forgot to light our menorah on time yesterday, so we're gonna have to do it tonight at sundown. And y'all might be thinking, but Floyd, I didn't know you were Jewish. I'm not. My wife is culturally Jewish, and I will celebrate any holiday given the chance. Like, holidays are awesome, and we should celebrate more of them, and we should secularize more of them. They are great. Holidays are awesome. Yeah, get-together time is the best time in food, right? That's what I'm saying. There's no reason not to celebrate every holiday you get a chance. You know, assuming you're not, like, making a joke out of it. Like, if you're making a joke out of Hanukkah, don't celebrate it. There are some fun Jewish holidays I think everyone should pick up. I think Purim, P-U-R-I-M, should be more popular. I think that's like the next big one to take off. Hallmark needs to get their shit in gear. Anyway, cover letter, before I forget. So this paragraph, I've got to talk about my experience. I gotta look at the listing now. That'll help. I've worked in a variety of roles that required I wear a customer service or wear customer service and human resources hats, especially when I was running an independent movie theater in St. Louis, Missouri. There I had to manage the contracts, negotiations, hiring, firing, and all the stress involved throughout. What can I say? And all the, let's way. Got to manage all the contracts, negotiations, hiring, firing. Let's say staffing. And financial obligations. On a day-to-day basis. In addition, day-to-day should have hyphens. There we go. In addition, I'm a firm supporter of non-profit work. From my time working as a marketing director for a 501c3 educational conference based out of state. We started small, but through mine and, well, not through mine alone, through our combined efforts, we managed to grow the business year after year before... no, I'll just say that. Year after year. Our team started small. Through our combined efforts, we managed to grow the business year after year. It's the conference. There we go. It's not really business. On the tech side, there came CompTIA A+ certified. That's lowercase Floyd certified before working with the Missouri Office of Information Systems. And thanks to Tech Foundry, I was able to add the Google IT support certification a few weeks ago. Before finishing the 2024 fall cohort work. I fully intend to further my tech certification route with and have begun studying for the CompTIA Network Plus and Security Plus certifications already. I would love to set aside, this is the final part, this should be the same on every cover letter ever. That sounded like I didn't speak English. I would love to set aside time to interview and discuss this further. Please give me a call at 417. Oh, I was about to say my goddamn phone number on stream. You see what I'm talking about, everyone? You see? This is... I am so bad about that. I caught myself, which means I'm good at it. I got a training bag, a moon rocket from 1010. Pickleball bat. I just found out what pickleball was this year because I came up to New England and one of the people in my class were like, hey, I'm going to head off and play pickleball. You interested? I'm like, what the fuck is pickleball? Every American phone number starts with 555. I won't trick you. That's correct. My number does start with a 555. Stream Deck XL. Oh, shit. Is there a bigger one? If it is retro series of the Commodore. I have the Famicom one. I love it to death. That's a great keyboard. Did you also get giant buttons for yours? I love my giant buttons. At first I was like, what am I going to use those for? And then I keep finding uses for them. They're my Teams mute button and my Zoom mute button. Like B is one and A is the other. Oh, the joystick too, yeah. And then when I'm not in Teams or Zoom, I've found other things for them. Like when I'm speedrunning, they're my timers start and stop. And they're so satisfying to press. So I recommend definitely finding something to bind them to that you use often. Even if it's like just escape or Alt F4 or something like that. Actually, don't do Alt F4 because then a cat will sit on it. Maybe further. I spelled network wrong here. That's not a good sign. There we go. Please give me a call at this phone number to arrange an interview. I'm excited to hear more. Sincerely, legal name. Now I can put that, and I will also throw my actual email address on there too, so I get a copy there. And I will send that off. Then I will update my spreadsheet of job applications I've applied for, because this technically counts. There we go. Okay, we're good. I didn't spell check that. Let's not double check, and we'll assume it went well. Let's update my spreadsheets. I don't know a link for this role. Maybe they have it on their website? And that was 4-1. Update this date. That's saved. Update my other application. I have 2 spreadsheets that I've been tracking applications on because I do not have a CRM for this, and it would be much appreciated if I did have one. This would be a recommendation. This is the one I'm using for my Sankey diagram. Call to tell me to apply. And basically interview me. There we go. Okay. That's all updated. I think we can go back to the game now. I think I will take a short break, though. I know this feels like I've already taken a short break from the game, but I really have to go to the bathroom, and I want to refill my drink because I was constantly drinking during that interview, and it went longer than I expected. So I'll return shortly. I'm going to set up our fun music thing that I've got. So let me turn off the sound on this, and we'll go to the AFK screen so we can get that going. So hold up. So I'll be right back. my gosh, I'm choking. Not that one. Gaming cam? I think we're on this one. Yeah. Interesting day. Likewise, Aldo. There we go. Got to respond to a text. Oh, my throat's so dry. Very winded running up and down those stairs. It is really cold in our first floor. It's like 50 degrees. And that's the heat on, mind you. Ugh. So, ugh. All right, what am I forgetting now? I sent the email, cover letter, resume rewritten, link to the website, updated the trackers, had the interview on the phone. What am I missing? Phone's charged, watch is on. Did I ever check my email? I was supposed to do that when I first sat down. I never did. Oh, I just saw I got a couple gifts on Steam from you, Trill. That's appreciated. Ah, and I'm real excited that one is Inscription. The other is Papers, Please, which I have heard is really awesome and has been on my wish list for a while, and I haven't played it. I am real excited about both of these. I'm accepting both of those. I'm really excited about that. There we go. Well, that is much appreciated. If I can figure out how to accept it. I will just do it in the browser. There we go. Yes. Yes. I saw my kid playing a lot of Inscription on the PlayStation, and it looked awesome. And I started playing it, and I sucked at it. So being able to play it on this third floor where it's warm, much appreciated. I need to not forget that's there. I will not forget it there. There we go. I selected it in Steam, so now I won't forget it. All right. Oh, wait. I probably had other business-related things to check on my email, too. I should probably check those. Stuff shipped, Cinemark stuff. I have so many emails I haven't checked. I'm just archiving everything from... If it's older than a few days, I'm just archiving everything. because I just haven't checked it in forever. Anyway, there we go. Let's go shoot some shit and finish this map.
Take back
I died on it once already when it was tier 2. I just got exploded on it too. So, in theory, all I have to do is fight the boss. Scalper's jacket? That's evasion energy shield. I don't need that. I need evasion armor. God, this light is so bright. I gotta turn that off. The game's very dark. I turned up the brightness on it because I was tired of not seeing shit. Tempered mitts, that's just armor. The aiming for Mercenary is still a little weird. Like if I use this, sometimes it misses. And it misses sometimes, or it doesn't target right. Like your mouse cursor is over the enemy, but it doesn't target the enemy actually. I feel like there's gonna be a boss. Yeah. No. Just a golem. Using that as kind of like a tank. It'll draw the aggro. Oh.
Another notch on me helmet.
Linen wraps are evasion and energy shield. I don't need those. Evasion energy shield. Don't need that. After a certain point, rares show up on the map, and I wish they always did. Oh no, that was the mercenary character. They all have their own voice lines. There's more voice lines in this than they had in Poe 1. But yeah, he'll say some stuff every once in a while. And it's skill specific too. So like if he uses lightning, sometimes he'll say lightning related stuff or shock stuff, which is kind of fun. Where are they? Where are they coming from? I hear them. See, like, some of those are missing, and I don't feel like they should. Just use a railgun shot on them. Just instant. They just buffed that fucking railgun, too. This is my first time really getting to use it. I don't need either of those. I don't know why they buffed it. It was already doing pretty well. Just, people weren't using it, I guess? Oh, I'm still on it. It's my bossing weapon. Nope.
Easy.
Easy. Superior things I will pick up because they turn into currency. Shards, of course. Rares I will turn into currency. Where is the boss of this area? These maps in Poe 2 are way bigger. Where are you shooting at, buddy? Oh, he's hidden behind the train. Whoa, whoa, we got some weird stutter there.
Back down or die!
Generally, the performance has been pretty good. Then again, I also have a 3070 Ti. So, you know, that... I'm not sure how much that says for it. Poe 1's performance was rough, so I'm glad they made Poe 2. It honestly feels at times that Poe 2 is performing better than Poe 1. And I don't think it actually is. I think it's just that despite all the better graphics and stuff it's doing... Oh yeah, I'm the Mercenary. I've got the Ascendancy route I went was WitchHunter, because it gave me Culling Strike, which is regular enemies get just deleted if they're less than 30% or below health. Magic enemies are 20% or below, rare is 10, and unique is 5%. And then I also went with Decimate. It also gets me Decimating Strike, which can knock out 30% of a boss's health like that if I get the first shot in. And there's also another thing here to increase Culling Strike damage that I took, if I can find it. I can't remember where it is. I took something that makes Culling Strike better. But Mercenary is a lot of fun. Oh, it's down here. 25% increased Culling Strike threshold. That's been pretty awesome. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. But yeah, Mercenary with the WASD controls plays like a isometric Quake 2. Or Doom, if you will. Like, it feels like I'm using a lightning super shotgun. Ooh, Exile. With a lightning hyper blaster and a lightning railgun. That's how I've been playing it. And grenade launchers.
Ooh, better than coin.
So yeah, I have grenades. Which I only really use when I need to apply shock to things. It's like bosses, I'll throw them out. Ah, there's a way over here. There's a rare. So after you get less than 50 monsters, all the rares show up. Or that's not true, it says more than 50. At some point, rares show up on the map. Not sure when, they just do. Ooh, that could have one-shot me. I need to be more careful. Anything that's slow and dodgeable usually one-shots you. Hold up, moving into Twitch. Yeah, connected. Yeah, weird. Should be back. I can't type today. Should be back. Hold on. Get back to my profile there. Yeah, it's showing live. Okay. Well, it didn't fix itself. It was literally my own house's internet dropped for some weird reason. Now my camera's all fucked up. Let me fix that again. Why is it doing that? Is it the NVIDIA broadcast still breaking shit? Probably. Deactivate. Activate. Hey! There we go. Alright, everything should be back now. And make sure my VU meter is visible. There we go. It kicked me back to town when I got disconnected. Hopefully it, I wonder how that works. Did it just, like, auto-portal me? Because that's pretty cool if it does that. Huh, I guess it did. That's pretty neat. I don't know if Poe 1 does it. I haven't played Poe 1 in like a year, so maybe that's a new feature. But hey, that's pretty cool.